What's going on, guys? Good morning. Take a look at the market real fast. Looks like the market's opening down just as we expected. Nice little gap down here. It's trying to bounce here already. What's Pepsi doing? Pepsi actually gapped up a little bit. That was unexpected. We'll see what Pepsi's doing here. You are still maintaining that daily trail, or excuse me, the 1 hour trail on the OTS. As I said on stream yesterday, I think anything below 129 is still bearish, so. As long as we maintain below 129, we're looking good. I think Coca-Cola looks like a decent short too as well if we get through this last little support here around 53. You do have some support here for your trend around like 52.50. I'm not going to short Coke because I'm already short Pepsi, so I don't want to be in pretty much the same industry. Starbucks also looks like a decent short as well. You are breaking your trend. You are not holding this trail very strong. You've already broken through your auto SR on the 1 hour. You flipped your trail on the 1 hour as well. Don't see a lot of buy volume coming in. It does look like a decent short here. You would have to short a bounce though, just to protect yourself. The spreads on the contracts are pretty big. You probably have to play a spread. Yeah, it'd be hard to play on the September 20th. The spreads are pretty wide. You could try a weekly, like September 6th, August 30th, but the volume's pretty low on those. Implied volatility about 20%, not too high. SPY's recovering here, so is the Dow, and so is the Qs as well. Pepsi's pretty much 1-to-1 with the market, so we probably will see a recovery on Pepsi. I don't like this candle. If we start to see strength above 129, I'm going to close. You are maintaining your downtrend, but this is like a short-term bull flag, so you've got a lot of volume here on the push-up, and you got low volume on the consolidation, so pretty bullish. Very strong opening here. Not the kind of opening that I wanted to see. We're currently down about 20% on our Pepsi trade. Got in way too early. That was the biggest mistake on Pepsi. We just got in too early. Good trade. Just got in too early. I started shorting it around this pivot right here and around the 72 moving average. I started shorting right around here. But then we popped up to that other pivot. And we also popped up to that trend. That's where I should have waited to short. Was up there. If I shorted here on the pivot, I could have a wider stop loss. But since I shorted here, I need to have a tight stop. We are above 129 already. It's seeing ridiculous strength here. Not the kind of opening that I assumed it was going to have. Gonna see how it maintains above 129 here. This trail held it up here. You can see the OTS trail gave you 2 buy signals. Very, very strong candle coming in. Mainly because the market is doing well here. It is following the market. So we should keep an eye on the market here. Let me go ahead and throw it on our chart. Nice top doji here. Just got a micron alert. Let's see what it's doing. I can't remember what I was looking for here on this. Maybe the pivot? Looks like a good short though. What's going on, Keytoy? Yeah, micron doesn't look like too bad of a short. If it fails this trail here on the 4 hour, which it already is, we could look to short it. I need to keep an eye on Pepsi here. You did have a bull div on the Momo, so you are gaining momentum here. Probably have to put in a low bid just to be safe because you are seeing some bullish strength here. If I did short this, I'd pick probably the 44s or the 43s. How are the Qs been doing? You do have a higher low on the Qs. You're losing momentum already, though. Yeah, daily's already losing momentum. You're below the 72. You're below the auto SR. You failed that pivot. You are gaining momentum on the extended hours, though. Overall, market continuing its downtrend. Yeah, I think it could be a decent short. You're failing the Failing the trail here. Give me a second, guys. Just updating Discord. Pepsi's killing me here. It breaks through this pivot, I'm done. That's too much strength over 129 for me. This market is just recovering so heavily right now. Yeah, we knew this was a risk. I said it yesterday on stream that Pepsi was following the market 1-to-1, so the market had a strong open, Pepsi was going to kill us. And that's basically what's happening. The market is having a really strong open. You are failing this pivot, you're failing this trail here on the 4-hour. Not a whole lot of volume. Very nice rejection here of this 1-hour pivot. What we were looking for. Bitcoin is also failing downward, so our short is doing very well. So here's that buy pressure that we were looking for, the support. It needs to break through this box cleanly and close below it. It doesn't look like it wants to. So much support. Yeah, there's a lot of hidden buyers. A ton of hidden buyers just coming in and trying to prop it up. I really don't like it if it bounces here. I'm gonna look to close my short if it finds buyers here, because I really don't like it. It needs to crack through this level. If it bounces here, it's looking really ugly for a short. Yeah, I agree, Vivid. I'm probably going to hedge. If we find support here and close above, like, I don't know, somewhere around here, I might hedge. Haven't decided yet. I'm either gonna full close or hedge, or just hold on to it. I'm not sure, but I definitely don't like it if it bounces there. You have a massive bull div here. You are finding support. You can see the buyers coming in. That wick is way different on September. Micron's pushing up here. Massive buy volume coming in on Micron. SPY is still climbing. All the markets are climbing. What is going on, TradingView? Can you load, please? Jesus. You have a bear div coming in on Micron. What's going on, Bob? You said been watching Bitcoin a whole day today. How long you think this bleeding will go on for? Not sure, man. I think we've got a lot more room to go down. This could be a massive failure downward, but it's finding a lot of hidden buyers. So. Pepsi's pulling back, that's good. Micron's starting to pull back. Overall market is starting to top out. It looks like Bitcoin's going to try to find support here. You've got tweezers coming in on the 15. 1 hour is still very strong. Pretty much bottomed out on the Momo though. We need to see it push downward like really soon, or it's going to start bouncing. The 4 hour is very bearish. You've got like 3 black crows here. I would really love to see it tap this auto SR here at 10.8. December is already falling. We do have a bull div coming in though. Not confirmed though. There's 50 mil on the book between current and 10.8. That shouldn't be a problem to get through though. Our open interest is close to $1 billion. So it's not too much compared to the open interest. We gotta watch this doji here at 11.3. It's still pushing, looking good.
Yo.
What's going on? I'm gonna lower my stop loss to above this buy pressure, probably around 11.6.
Futures all green.
Yeah, Pepsi had a hell of an opening. It's killing me. Pulling back though, right where I wanted it to on that pivot. Futures just pumped today. Did not expect that.
Yeah.
I took a Micron short too. I'm currently in Micron. I keep putting my bids too high. I'm finding that's a common issue with my trades. I feel like I'm putting my bids low, but it goes right through my bids pretty quickly, so I think I need to start putting my bids even lower. Because the trades that I put my bids in low on options, I do very well. But the ones that I put my bids in too high, I get killed. Why I'm using a small account though, you gotta learn all the little things. Starting to find support here. It's testing this doji. It's also testing this range low here. I don't want to start hedging. I think I'm just going to use a stop loss on this trade. I think a hedge is too risky. It would only be a 1% trail. I'm okay with that.
I closed my short.
I'm okay with giving up one and a quarter. It's not bad. Check Bitcoin now. 1 hour RSI. I don't really use the RSI, but let's take a look. Yeah, it's pretty bottomed out. It's at 19. Oh, it's on high-low close. So close here. 22. Yeah, pretty low. The RSI was pretty consistent here. You had basically a downtrend the entire way. Yeah, I don't really have a need for RSI since I use the Momo. Momo's pretty much bottomed out here. You can see the double buy coming in. You also have the momentum starting to curl up. But nothing's confirmed yet. 15 had a massive bull div. Once again, not confirmed. That means that if this doesn't confirm, this could go a lot lower. Could go a lot lower. I'm at 600% ROE, man. You're getting ready to test the 2-hour 200 EMA. The 1 hour 200 you've already broken. The 4 hour, let's see. 4 hour is at about 11.2, 11.1 on December. So here's the hard part, is I can't really lower my stop anymore.
Gap fill 10.7.
Oh, I forgot you can't hear me. I got push talk on. I've been talking to stream.
All good.
I said something to you earlier. I can't remember what I said. Fuck. Oh yeah, I said I took a trade on Micron. But the market's all open green. They started doing a lot better than I expected. Pepsi's killing me, but Pepsi looks like a really good bear move right now if it closes below this trend.
Yeah, I might look to enter Microsoft short here pretty soon.
Yeah, I can't take any more shorts. I'm in Micron and Pepsi. Micron was a good short, but I don't think I put my bid in low enough because I'm already down like 5-10%. I could have got filled here.
Yeah.
Like in my mind, this is where I wanted to get filled, and I thought my bid was low enough, but I got filled around the auto SR. I got filled around like 44. So in my head, I'm not good at looking at the chart and being like, this is probably where I'll fill at like 45 cents. This is where I'll fill at like 44 cents. You know what I mean? Yeah. I haven't put that together in my head yet with options. Once I can do that better, it's gonna work out. Right now, I'm kind of just guessing. It's hard to say like, okay, if Micron moves 15 cents, the options contract's gonna change $3. You know what I mean? It's really hard to do that math.
Just look at the delta.
That's true, yeah. Here we go, man. We've been calling for 10.8 for so fucking long. Holy shit, this gap is huge on December. $400.
Yeah, it hasn't
It's holding,
changed at
man.
all.
It's not changing. Alright, here we go. There's that level. Bounced off that level perfectly so far. I'm gonna lower my stop to like 11.5. Yeah, it's bouncing fucking heavily here. Not gonna lower my stop just yet. I'm just gonna let it play. There's that doji. Perfect doji test here. Could hedge a little bit. Be like a 0.5% stop. I'm gonna hedge a tiny piece here. I marketed and I got filled perfectly at 11,000. That's like the most perfect market I've ever seen. Usually some random ass number.
$300 slippage.
Yeah. Fucking 11,000,000,000.
Best Buy, dude.
What's it, mooning?
It just did some retarded shit today. Might be a good short.
That's not good for my Micron play, probably. What's Best Buy's ticker? A BBY?
Maybe what?
Ooh, yeah, it's not good. That might pull Micron up. I guess Best Buy's a little different. Micron's a manufacturer. Best Buy's a retail. What are the markets doing here? Market's pulling back. Oof, that's not good. Ooh, Pepsi's full retracing. I like that. Coke just failed that trend perfectly.
Might get into Microsoft short here pretty soon.
Where did I see Microsoft? I had it right here. Here we go. Yeah, it's failing that pivot on the hourly. This pivot's like the same on all these stocks. You got the pivot on Best Buy, you've got it on, what was I just looking at? Pepsi. You got it on Micron.
ETH BTC hourly looks good too. If it can break this pivot.
What does ETH?
ETH BTC.
Yeah, had a really nice bounce. That pivot's a perfect doji. 4-hour hasn't turned green. The 4-hour turns green, you're looking good. Ron looks pretty decent.
4-hour trail on ETH BTC is solid though.
Ripple looks pretty good too. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I talked about that on stream yesterday. They were all coming down to test their trails and they all bounced off of it. Every single coin bounced off its trail. So far, our hedge is doing good. I had to hedge there because I can't lower my stop anymore. My stop has to be above this box. Sorry guys, I gotta click around a lot on stream. I've only got one monitor. I know it's probably irritating to watch, but I've gotta watch a lot of stuff. Sell Micron stock because a DRAM chip rebound is a ways off.
Be right back, I'm gonna make coffee.
Gotcha. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Christopher Danley rates Micron stock as sell, but he says the stock could hit $60 a share. This is the most hedged analyst thing I've ever seen. That guy needs to be fired. Yeah, I'm gonna sell Micron here, but it could hit $60. It could go up like 30%, but I'm gonna sell it here. Gonna add a tiny piece to my hedge here. Nice bottom doji forming here. Updating Discord real fast, guys. Give me a second. No buyers at 10.9. We're starting to see some buyers. Guess this is going more than 10.9 down. So far, this doji's holding. These dojis are very strong too. I've talked about these dojis a lot. These are some of my favorite dojis to trade. I call them point of origin dojis. So this point of origin doji is going to be a very strong support until you see very strong, very significant sellers come in. I'm going to pull up Bookmap here. We'll see if there's any whales laying around in the swimming pool here. Yeah, it looks like we got some thickness below us. We got 6 mil, 4 mil, 4 mil, 3 mil. We got 8 mil. There's 14, 19, 23. You got about 23 million there. Altogether, yeah, like Vivid said, altogether probably around 30 million. So from like 10.7 to 10.9, you got about 30 million. You guys understand why streaming and trading is very difficult? I'm trading options and crypto right now at the same time. I've got 2 BitMEX tabs open. I've got fucking Bookmap open. I've got Robinhood open. I've got TradingView. I've got Discord. This shit ain't easy. Pepsi's recovering. Micron's recovering. Overall market's still pushing into a new high. I was wondering why my Pepsi trade was moving so rapidly. It's because it expires on the 16th. Totally forgot about that. It expires very soon, and we're right at my break even. This is my break even, basically. This was literally the day that I needed to close this. If this failed downward, I was going to close it. No, I didn't buy Beyond. I stay away from stocks like that have like massive volatility. I try to stay away from those. You can make a lot of money, obviously, but you can definitely lose a lot of money very, very quickly. It's basically like gambling. Man, I don't know where these buyers came from on this market. These buyers just 30 million on the SPY. It's crazy. They had a massive opening today. That blue pivot gave you the bottom. Popped up, swing, broke. Swing, broke. Fuck. Oh, shit. Excuse me. Big sellers coming in.
Can you hear me? Am I lagging?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, cool.
Not a whole lot of liquidity here until you get down to this 10-9. My hedge stop loss is right below this wall right here, so if this wall gets taken out, my hedge is gonna get taken out. My hedge is very small here, though. Seeing nothing but big sellers. It is gonna push this wall. You can see the liquidity. Yeah, there it goes. Gonna push this wall. My hedge is gonna get stopped out. I'm like $10 away from getting stopped. It's actually being held. Big buyers coming in. We'll see. Doesn't look like it's gonna be enough though. We want to see a lot of green here. We're not seeing any green. No, it's gonna get taken out. No green. Alright, hedge got stopped. My main trade is still running.
Good night, Bitcoin.
My hedge actually got stopped up pretty pretty good right where I had the order. I thought I was gonna get a lot of slippage, but I didn't. Looks like I might have got wicked though, we'll see. Alright, so I'm not gonna re-hedge this. So if it starts bouncing, I'm just gonna close. I'm not gonna re-hedge. 10-9, 10-8 was my target area in the first place, so this is basically where I wanted to close. Anyway. Still running, looking good.
ETH breaking that 1 hour pivot.
I'm up 800% ROE. The meme is real. What's the daily look like? The daily's getting killed. Not trying to long scalp? No, I actually just tried and I got stopped out for a small hedge. I'm currently in a short, so I'm just letting my short run. We were up over 800% ROE. I'll show you what we're up now. ROE means absolutely nothing, but just to show you what that I'm in a trade here. 760 now. I tried to hedge a little bit towards that 10.9 doji, which was right here. I tried to play the bounce. It did start bouncing, but it wasn't strong enough. So we did start to bounce here, but it wasn't strong enough. I'm not going to re-hedge. Once my hedge gets stopped, I'm not going to sit here and keep re-hedging. I'm just fighting myself. So I've got a trailing stop here. I'm just going to let it run. I really wish BitMEX had a percentage trailing stop instead of a dollar, like a notional. A percentage trailing stop would be pretty badass. Currently up about 10% of our account on this trade. Very, very good trade. All trades are posted in Discord. Once this trade is closed, I'll go through and update all the closes on the past 3 trades. I haven't updated them yet because they're all one trade. It's been a small hedge. Actually 2 hedges and then the main trade. I need to keep an eye on stocks here. What's going on? Yeah, I like 10-8. 10-8's the level that I'm watching. Nothing has really changed in my mind. I want to see it tap this auto SR here. You can see when the auto SR flattens out for a long time, it loves to be tapped. So you have the flat, and it comes up, taps it. Flat line here, taps it, taps it. Same thing here, flat line. We have not touched it. It's coming down to tap it. Basically, once the OTS trail flipped red here, and the OTS was black, the Momo was bearish, I'm pretty confident. Just don't counter trade the indicators and you'll do alright. Looks like it is going to try to bounce here to the trail, we'll see. You have nothing above us. The books are clean. I need to update this. Take this to like 80. There we go. Yeah, I forgot my expiration was so close on Pepsi. I was wondering why I was flipping around so fast. That's why it's killing me today, because it expires on Friday. And my break-even's like 129. So when it pushed above the break-even today, it flipped from good to bad. Cup and handle on the 1 minute. Bitcoin hasn't broken the 1 minute trail a single time. You tapped it like perfectly there. Actually, you broke it like one time there and then failed downward. You can see this is basically exactly what you want to see on a downtrend. You're negative on the Momo. You're black on the OTS. You're below the trail. You're failing the pivots. So you're making a blue pivot, failing it. Blue pivot, fail. Blue pivot, fail. Blue pivot, fail. All the way down. So now we made a blue pivot. We tried to fail it, but we're bouncing back up. We're testing that trail. So if it starts to break through this trail, that's when your bottom is going to start to come in. But it looks like we're already starting to fail the trail. What's the spread? Is it still $400? It's a huge spread. But it is the farther out contract. Micron's rolling over here. Pepsi's trying to push up, but you can see the SPY's coming down, so it should bring Pepsi down here. The Qs are coming down, the Dow's coming down, the whole market is starting to pull back, so Pepsi should pull back. Massive bear div on the 5 minute. Bear div forming on the 15. Looks like Bitcoin's getting ready to go again for a new low. Let's take a look. You do have some buyers starting to come in. You can see on the left side, these are the significant trades. All the trades over 100K. Alts look like they're actually trying to run here. And Bitcoin's pulling back. You're right on that hourly pivot. You have a nice bottom doji here. You got a pivot coming in as well. This does look like it's going to be a bottom.
Is that a 30 mil spoof?
Which one below us?
Yeah.
I think it's
He
3
was
mil.
there- He was there for a second.
Oh, is that the red that popped up? Yeah, he's popped up a few times. He popped up back here. Over here, over here. It was a nearly $1,000 short. I shorted from 12.2. Dropped all the way down to, oh, what is it, 11.3 on December. Pretty good. If this gap closed, dude, fucking make way more. There's the pullback on Pepsi we wanted to see. Market's gonna try to bounce a little bit here. You got the range low. You get the 72 here. Momentum coming up. What time is it? We're coming into... Oh no, we still got an hour until lunchtime, so... Let's see some decent volume. Oh my god, I don't like that Bitcoin's moving in the morning like this, dude. It's stressing me the fuck out, trying to watch this in options. I got so many different things I've got to keep track of right now. Like the worst. It's like the worst time of day for Bitcoin to move. Looks like our 10-9 call was spot on. You would have bought at 10-9, you'd be sitting pretty. Probably where I should have started hedging. I shouldn't have started hedging at like 10 or 11,000. All good though. This is a big volume candle. You got about 600 million. I want this hourly to close below this doji. You're swinging this doji. This is a bullish pattern. If it swing failures this doji, it's gonna pop. 15-minute is also a confirmation of a bottom. You've got a bottom doji perfectly placed. You also have a blue pivot forming. Pepsi's pulling back. Micron's pulling back. Overall market's pulling back. Looks good. I want to see it get below this range low here. I don't know why my trend line's so jacked up. Was it a 4 hour? That was probably a 4 hour. Not really any way you can draw that. It's an ugly trend. Probably just take the uptrend. This is what's scaring me on Pepsi. We broke the downtrend. You had a 1 mil buy come in there. On Bitcoin. I'm still maintaining my short. Are you guys in longs? You guys trying to buy longs? What are you guys doing? You guys agree with my 10-8 perspective? Or are you guys extremely bearish? You guys think we're gonna go a lot lower? What's the weekly look like, by the way? Let's take a look at the weekly. You're laddering in longs. I think that's smart, man. I think that's a smart play. The daily's pretty strong bearish. Weekly is also pretty ugly for the bulls. The weekly's fully retracing this this candle here. You also had that pivot test, so you have that tweezer top there. So you know I like to use my tweezers, or the tweezers for my pivots. So you have the tweezer here, which is a sell pressure box. And then you have that test, and now we're failing. So the weekly's scary. The weekly looks like we could go down to like 9,800, 9,000. Or we could just range here for a long time. The weekly just started though. It's only Tuesday. So we could easily retrace this. What's the 3-day look like? 3-day gave you 4 buy signals here. You are starting to pull back though. 3-day trail lines up with 99. You are showing chop on the 3-day. The 2-day is failing a pivot here. Trail lines up with 10-3. $12-hour just turned black, so that's a little ugly. If you look back, we don't turn black very often on uptrends. But when we do start to see some consolidation or pullbacks. You have these dips here. All the dips. This whole move was a dip there. Now we're starting to dip down. A lot of support around 10.7 to like 10.5 on the 12-hour. Starting to see some buyers come in, not too much volume though. I miss V bottoms on Bitcoin. Yeah, right. They're really sharp plays. Sideways is likely. Yeah, I agree. You're still below this doji, so as long as you don't reclaim this doji, it's going to continue downward. This doji is a very important level. It's a 4-hour point of origin. So you had this resistance that rocketed you up to like 13, or what is that, 12.4, 12.3. So as long as we don't get back above that doji, you're going to see some resistance. The market's starting to bounce here. We'll see what it does. Pepsi's starting to worry me a little bit. I might close Pepsi pretty soon. It's not seeing any sell pressure. It's being bought up like crazy. You've broken that pivot as well. You have a micro pullback candle above the pivot. If it breaks this trend here, I'm going to close it. Yeah, I looked away for 2 seconds. We broke that trend. Is the SPY climbing here? I'm so hesitant to close it because the SPY is just not looking too bullish. Like, this candle's extremely bullish, but you're in a lot of resistance. That's why I'm so hesitant to close Pepsi. I feel like if I close it, I'm going to close it at the literal top. You have a massive bear div on the 5-minute here. You know, all the markets are pulling back. You're forming a swing high. And Pepsi's trying to make a new high here. I just don't believe this high. I feel like it's gonna wick downward. You're forming a pivot on the 15. You're running into a pivot here. If you guys come back for our afternoon stream, I have a new partnership to announce with a company you guys are probably familiar with. It is a trading platform, or more of a trading software company. But I will be giving you guys more details on that in the afternoon stream. I'll show you guys what we've been working with. Yeah, the SPY's pulling back here. Pepsi should not be making new highs. I think if it makes a new high here, it's going to get wicked. It's going to make a new high here. The SPY is failing. Oh, the SPY is actually pumping, you know. Yep, I'm probably going to let go of Pepsi. The SPY climbs with Pepsi. It's going to be a big move here. That sucks, man. A great trade just went sour in one day. Right before our expiration, too. That sucks. Was looking really, really good. For some reason, the SPY just wanted to pump today. Our Micron trade's doing good. Pepsi is killing us. It's the bulldog meme. I didn't even realize this. Bottom curve, bottom pop pullback. Didn't even see that. Yeah, on the 5-minute too. I didn't even notice that. I'm usually pretty good at spotting those too. You have like an inverse head and shoulders. It's kind of a weird inverse head and shoulders. This pivot is basically your neckline. Bitcoin looks like it wants to try again here. Let's take a look. A lot of big sellers coming in. You do have a lot of buy pressure coming in though. 1.4 billion on the order book here. Spread is actually closing a little bit, 384 now. It was down to like 455. The spread on September is still 190, so you still have a decent spread on both futures contracts. Very clean trend shift here. You can see the white into the black. Very clean trend shift. You've got a ladder pattern. Just had that engulfing down, consolidation engulfing down. Now you're looking for probably more of a consolidation into a next engulfing. Need some more water, man. My throat's been killing me. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get some water. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, exactly, Vivid. They're gonna make it look like it's bouncing, then they're gonna start hunting the stops. Pepsi's pulling back. What's the market doing here? We're coming into lunchtime, so volume's going to decrease. Got about 30 minutes until lunchtime. Pepsi has a lot of buy pressure because you can see on the dips when the market's dipping, it barely pulls back, but when the market starts to push higher, it really starts to push higher with it. So, a lot of buyers watching Pepsi here. If Pepsi does not pull back below like 129 by the end of the day, I'm probably going to let it go. And it actually looks like a pretty good long. I don't know if I'm going to long it, but 129 was a pretty big level that it's broken. You are tapping that daily trail though, so almost spot on. This is where I stood. This is where I should have entered my short. That was the main problem with the Pepsi trade, is I entered too early. I should have waited for the trail. And I think Sticky even mentioned it. Sticky was talking about that daily trail on Pepsi. If you look at Pepsi, Sticky,
Yeah,
it's failing the trail like perfectly.
it's like my new rule is just always wait for that fucking trail.
Yeah, dude, look, it's fucking spot on, like to the dollar. I entered way too early. New 4-hour candle in 30 minutes. Yeah, right at lunchtime. How's the funding? The funding is pretty small. 0.03. Still have a lot of walls below price here. If you go 80 levels thick, you're at 1.4 billion.
$1.4 billion.
Or hold on, that's not billion. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be. Oh, sorry, that's 10 million. 10 million. This is like what, 16 million and then 9 million. So this is not actually 80 levels. What is this? At $80? What is
Yeah,
80
$80
actually?
probably.
What does 80 actually mean here? No, it wouldn't be 80 because 80 would be here. I don't even know what 80 means. Whatever. Sorry, that's
80, 10 mil is usually the normal on skew.
What is it?
The order book depth, 10 mil, around $80.
Oh, I gotcha. Yes, this is 14 million. The decimal point throws me off, and that's 9 million. That makes more sense. But alright guys, we're coming into 2 hours on the stream. I'm going to end the morning stream. I'm going to come back at 3 p.m. Eastern for the afternoon stream. I also have an announcement for a new partnership during the afternoon stream. So if you guys want to hear about that, just make sure you stop by. You guys might be interested in what we got going on. And I'll also be streaming tomorrow morning, 9:30 as well. And then we'll do another afternoon stream tomorrow. Basically, all this week we're going to be doing morning streams and afternoon streams. I will see you guys a lot this week. So if you guys can't catch one of the streams, just check the VOD and then you can catch me on the next stream. But I will see you guys in a few hours. Come back around 3 p.m. Eastern. And I'll see what's going on with Bitcoin and see if we're going to close our Pepsi position or not. But alright guys, I'll see you guys in a few hours. Peace out.